we're going to be ranking every single player in the Spurs squad right now, going from poor to jury's out, up and coming, fringe, first team and elite. And if we do disagree, me and John, on any of these tiers, we're going to be putting it to you guys out there in the comment section by a poll. John, I know you like these tier lists.
Yeah.
So let's get into it.
Come on then.
All right. Ben Davis is the first guy up. And
elite.
Elite, yeah. All right, cool.
Straight.
He's going into elite. No, I'm joking. You've got to go to fringe, right?
Yeah.
All right, Ben Davis goes into fringe.
Not jury's out, no?
No, I don't.
Because we know what we're getting with him.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's average.
Exactly.
Average Ben.
Yeah. Brian Hill.
Okay, I'm going to say first team.
Why are you going to say that?
Because I think he's good enough. More than good enough.
How can you say that? You haven't seen him play.
I have.
No, you haven't.
Yeah. It was Pacos, I don't care. But I think he's good enough. I can see he's good enough.
If Harry Winks had that performance against Passos, you wouldn't be saying that.
It's different though. It is different. Because that was an unbelievable performance he put in.
I think you can't say that after one performance.
I think you can. I think you can see a player and you can tell that they've got star quality.
I agree.
You can see Winks. If Winks has a good game, you go, Winks just had a good game against Wycombe Wanderers. But when you watched Hill play, it was like, that guy is going to be a superstar.
Well, it looks as though we are going to be putting this to the public then.
Well, what do you think then? So you think up and coming?
Up and coming for sure. I mean, he's just joined us. He's a young talent trying to make his way in the game. Yes, he had an unbelievable game against Passos, but you can't say just because of that one performance he's a first teamer. He's an up-and-coming player. He's a young player.
No, he's up-and-coming, but I want to see him in the first team.
So which one would you put him in?
Well, that's true. Make the poll. Do you want to see him in the first team, or do you want to see him
But just an up-and-coming player can be in the first team, but first team is more like someone like, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. That's solid in the first team. That's settled in the first team. He's not settled in the first team.
What about someone that's just given a chance to play in the first team?
That's an up-and-coming.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant, like, do you want to see them in the first team?
No, up-and-coming is someone like that has potential to be in the first team regularly in the future, but he's not regularly in the first team.
Oh, you mean like a regular? Is he a regular in the first team? I see what you mean now.
If you want him to be a regular in the first team. This is our own opinions.
I think he will be, like, in a few weeks, but...
Yeah, but right now he's up-and-coming.
Well, I guess so. I wanted to do the poll, though.
I'm sure there'll be
Ben bullied me out of that one. Did you notice?
There'll definitely be more. There'll be more poll opportunities. Don't you worry about that, John.
A lot of people saying first team in the comments section.
Are they?
Big up, Sam.
Cuti Romero.
Hey,
Christian Romero.
Yeah, I've got it here.
Christian Romero's got to be first team. We bought him for 55 million.
Well, yeah, but isn't it the same sort of scenario? He's got to be bled in as well.
Yeah, but it's different because Romero is like Romero is a solid option. He's come in to be in the first team. He's come in with a few years of experience. First of all, he's a starter now for Argentina. He was starting for Atalanta for the last 2 years, being the best defender in Serie A. Brian Hill. Yes, he's had one season for Eibar, who finished bottom of the Spanish league, but he's not established player yet, Brian Hill, when Romero is an established player.
But isn't it done on merit, though?
Merit?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that Brian Romero in his career outside of Tottenham have shown much more than Brian Hill so far.
Okay, so you're doing it on past clubs. But
what
about on merit on what they're showing at the moment? I mean, he's only played Passos as well.
Yeah.
So it's the same kind of argument, I think, for Hill. It's like they both have to be bled into the team. It might take them a few weeks as well, because you've got Dier and Sanchez in there as well at the moment.
I agree, but I don't think you can put Romero as an up-and-coming player. Maybe you can, because he is still young, to be fair. He is still young.
What? All right, so you want to put him in straight into first team, do you? Straight in.
Yeah. You're not buying someone for 55 million.
I think as dodgy as Dier and Sanchez are, and we know they're dodgy, I still think you've got to keep that as it is, and he's got to work his way in. But I think we need a new tier, though. That's the problem.
Every time we do this,
we need a new tier. Just for argument's sake, just put first team then. Right? Yep. I don't want to get. We don't have to get stuck on this one.
I mean, we could get a poll going if you want.
No, but it's
all right. We'll go first team
because I think we're agreeing. It's just we don't have the right tier to sum it up.
Davinson Sanchez.
Davinson Sanchez. Oh, I need to get this up here as well.
Jury's out. fringe first team.
It could be about 3 of them, couldn't it?
Yeah.
It could be almost 4. I'm going to say, do you know what? Personally, I would like him, and I said this last year, I think he should be our 3rd choice. That's what I would like to see. But at the moment, I still want him in the side. So does that mean he's first team? I still want him to stay in the side right now. But I think the jury is out with him.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. I think jury's out.
Yeah?
I think jury's out with Sanchez because, yes, he's had a very strong start to the season, but 3 games ago, every single Spurs fan would have wanted him gone, pretty much.
Yeah, I didn't, but yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
You wouldn't have been upset if he went.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been upset, but I would have liked to have kept him as the 3rd, as a squad player, as a squad defender. Yeah.
So jury's out. I mean,
think okay.
Right now,
I agree.
Right now, he's kind of overturning that jury.
Yeah, all right.
But one mistake and he's back in.
He's first team and his jury's out, but I can see how for the whole season it's jury's out. Maybe. Yeah.
All right. Davinson Sanchez goes into jury's out.
Yeah.
Dele Alli.
I mean, I think you could still. There's an argument to say jury's out with him as well.
I was thinking jury's out with Dele.
Yeah. Because I definitely have seen an improvement with him this season in his dedication, in his work rate. But at the same time, is he showing enough? Is he showing enough star quality to warrant that place? And he's the most Marmite player we've got. Like, you'll have some people say he had a great game and some people had a terrible game. Like, how is that even possible? So I think from that perspective, you could say jury's out.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, Dele fans.
Dele, jury's out. Now, Eric Dier as well. Jury's out.
God, I hope we haven't got a whole 11 of jury's out here.
Eric Dier goes into jury's out. Giovanni Lo Celso. This is going to be an interesting one.
See, this is a tough one, isn't it? Because I think if he's injury-free and he's got a bit of a run of games, he can look amazing, But he's so injury-prone. He sort of plays a sort of peripheral role a lot of the time. But we don't have a tier for that, do we? I mean, there's actually an argument to say jury's out with Lo Celso as well, but you feel as though you can't put him in that because he's too good to be in that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
So maybe I'm going to have to say fringe for that one, for Lo Celso.
At the moment, he is a fringe player, isn't he?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Playing in the Conference League, bench roles in the Premier League.
Let's just say, if he can stop getting injured all the time and actually and cement his place, then he'll be first team. But I'll say fringe for Lo Celso.
I kind of agree with that one, but I feel bad putting him into fringe.
Yeah, I don't want to.
I feel bad putting him into fringe.
It's just because he's cropped all the time.
But right now, I think you have to put him into fringe, don't you?
Yeah. But we want to see him in the first team. That's the thing, right?
Harry Kane goes straight into elite. I'm not having anything against that.
Yeah. Would you still put him in there if he left?
Probably, yeah.
You wouldn't go stick him in 4 or something. Yeah, of course, that's elite. Yeah, that's easy.
Harry Winks. Poor.
Wow, you're going to say poor?
Going for it.
You're not?
Yeah, I am.
Man, we did a ratings last season and you put him in straight in quality.
No, I didn't.
You did.
No, I didn't.
You did, I promise you.
That's bullshit.
We can check that.
Yeah, let's check it.
We did the youth products and you stuck him into
that was like 2 years ago.
That was last season we did that.
Wasn't.
It was.
Harry Winks.
So you're going to poor. Yeah. I mean, you know what, I've always said the same about Winks, I've never thought he's good enough.
Yeah.
But you're going straight into poor, are you? Go on, stick him in there. Yeah, go on.
Stick him in there.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Heung-min Son.
Yep.
Elite. Hugo Lloris. I can see we're going to argue on this one. First
team.
Not elite?
Not anymore, no. I don't think so. Because I think he's coming to the end of his time with us.
Yeah.
He's not as good as he was 5 years ago, is he? He's not quite that same goalie.
I think,
and even if he was, I still don't think I see him as like an Alisson or a.
I think someone like Hugo Lloris. I still think he's improving. I think he's a good keeper. Yeah, I don't think he's.
You still think he's improving?
I don't think he's. Well, maybe not improving, but I don't think he's declining as much as you say he is.
I
I still think he's a top quality keeper and definitely one of the...
Okay, let's do a poll. We haven't done a poll yet.
Someone just said Winks should be in fringe.
There's an argument
right.
for fringe.
Probably right.
Yeah, but we've had our gripes with Winks for a long time. This is almost like all coming out now.
Yeah.
All the passive aggressiveness is coming out now in this ratings.
To be honest, I kind of agree. Maybe we should move him up to... Maybe Jury's out, to be honest. He can fit in all three, couldn't he? Poor, Jury's out, and fringe.
I don't think he's a poor player, to be honest with you. But because he frustrates me so much, and the fact that he keeps getting in the side whenever he has a good game at like Wycombe Wanderers,
Should we move
and then
him up to fringe?
Messes up. I want to keep him. I would like to keep him in poor.
Okay. You just he's not a poor player, but I want to keep him in poor.
He's not a poor. He's not a poor player, but the fact that he keeps coming into the side when he has a good game at Wycombe Wanderers, and then just like completely blows the Premier League game, and then it's just like we're kind of stuck with him. You know what I mean? For a few games, and then the manager finally works him out, and then a new manager comes in and plays him. It's just like, for God's sake, you know. We need a new tier for him.
The Winks tier. All right, Hugo Lloris, we're going first team.
I'm going to go first team.
Yeah, I'll agree with you. Oh,
you don't want to do a poll then?
No, I agree with you.
Oh, wow. Come on, the people want it. The people want polls.
I'm sure it'll come very soon. It's, Jaffa Tanganga.
At the moment, first team, isn't it?
I'd put him in up and coming still.
You still think? I think he's more. I think he's more established than up and coming.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I do. I think he's there already.
I still think he's up and coming. He hasn't had that extended run of games to call him a first teamer yet.
For me, it's between first team and fringe. Tanganga.
Well, which one?
Well, it depends what Emerson's like. You know. What are we thinking here? What are we thinking? We've got a few first teams here in the comment, a few fringe. Maybe this needs a poll. I'm going to say...
I'm saying up and coming, straight out.
I'm going to say fringe then.
Fringe?
Let's do a poll.
Okay. We're going to do a poll on Jaffa Tanganga. What are you saying?
Well... But then he's both, though, isn't he? He's fringe and he's up and coming. I'll say first team then, just to kind of like differentiate it.
And how long are we giving them to vote?
All
right, the poll is up there. If you guys want to vote,
should we give them 30 seconds?
Where's the poll? Can you guys see the poll?
Yeah, they can see it. I can see it on my screen.
You can see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's working. It's working.
Okay, so at the moment we've had 93 votes, 54... Oh, this is very, very even. 51% to first team at the moment, 49% for up and coming. 183 votes. Once we get to 300 votes, we'll stop the poll. We've had 242 right now. But let's keep going until that voting is closed, and then until we have to do another poll, we'll go back to Tanganga. Joe Roden.
Joey Roden. You could put him in juries out, but then you could also put him in fringe, and you can put him in up and coming. I'll say up and coming. I'll say it because we haven't. Yeah.
Okay. Joe Roden, up and coming.
What do you think?
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. Up and coming. 278 votes, so not long to go until the end of the poll. There we go, 338, and that is the end of the poll. Up and coming one. Up and coming one.
Yeah.
Lucas Moura.
Elite.
You're going to elite straight away, aren't you?
Straight into elite. No, first team. If I'm being realistic here, for me. He's first team.
Not fringe?
No. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. Most underrated player at the club.
Hello, my name's John, and I've identified as a morosexual
Someone
for
said to me,
1 year.
I'm too morosexualised. Someone put in the comment section, you're far too morosexualised. No, for me, like, he's the most underrated player at the club. I think when he plays, it makes a huge difference, and I think a lot of the work that he does goes completely unnoticed on the pitch as well. His energy is like the best at the club. He's probably the best header at the club as well. He wins an insane amount of free kicks just through his own endeavour, his own industry on the ball. I think he's Yeah, for me, he should be first team, and he should be playing more centrally as well. We should sort of build it more around him than we do. At the moment, he's sort of a bit of a... He's used as a peripheral... Yeah, at the moment, he's used...
Build what around him?
He should be... I think he should be playing more as like a number 10, if you know what I mean, and building it as in setting off the play from that position. Whereas when he's just shoved out onto the wing, I think you lose a lot of his qualities. But when he is playing central, we saw it last season. He made a huge impact when he finally made it his way into the first team, you know. And it was a huge improvement over Bergvine when he came in, I thought. But so for me, he's underrated, and people see him as this frustrating player that we need to get rid of. And I can't see it personally. I think he's great. But maybe this is a poll.
I'm not sure where I want to put him though. That's the thing. I'll agree with you. I'll put him in first team, but like the barrel of the first team.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, come on, man.
The barrel of the first
Cover
team.
your ears, Mora fans.
First team, Lucas Moura. Matt Doherty. Poor.
Dreadful. We need a new tier. We need a new tier.
Poor.
And he's a gooner. Get him out. Get him out.
Ollie Skip.
I need to just get it up on my screen.
Oliver Skip.
What did we put Tanganga as in the end?
Up and coming.
Well, then I think it's still up and coming. Then it's the same for me. For me, he's the same level of development as Tanganga.
All right. Ollie Skip goes into up and coming. Pierluigi Golini. New sub-keeper.
I guess it goes straight into fringe, doesn't it? Or is it up and coming?
Could be up and coming.
Or is it jury's out?
Put him as up and coming. Because, you know, I'd expect him to be first choice next season.
How old is he, Golini?
22, something like that, 23.
Yeah, he's young, yeah.
Up and coming.
Yeah, all right.
Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, first team.
First team.
Elite?
Not quite, no.
Top end of first team. It's Ryan Sessegnon.
Apparently people are saying Golini's 26.
Is he?
Yeah.
Actually, I think they're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 26, sorry.
Thanks, comment section.
Where would we be
without you?
Should we still put him up and coming then? At 26?
No, I think you've got to change that now. I would say. I think when you're past 24, I think that you're kind of established. You know, you're kind of mature. Fringe.
Okay.
Yeah. Well done. Comment section.
Sessegnon.
That has to be jury's out for me.
Not poor?
It could. At the moment, I would say it's poor, but I think jury's out is for his age and everything else. You know.
All right.
What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. Jury's out. I was expecting a bit of a battle because I thought I was going to do jury's out and you would do poor.
Yeah, I mean, I do want to say that. I mean, in a way, the jury is still out, but I've got a feeling that he's not going to make it. I've said that, didn't I, before? But yeah, jury's out. Let's say jury's out.
Sergio Reguilon.
First team.
Yeah. Steven Bergvine.
Well, the jury's still out on him, I think, but I think he's good enough to be fringe. I think his first team's up for grabs, though, isn't it? His first team place is up for grabs, I think. Do you not think?
As in a first team place for him is up for grabs?
Yeah, his place is up for grabs, which means it's not cemented as a first teamer.
Yeah. He could be in up and coming, he could be in jury's out, and he could be in fringe. He could also be in first team.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm going to say fringe.
Fringe?
Yep. Fringe for Bergvine.
Okay.
Because he's one of those that can establish himself in the first team, but at the moment his performances, you know, there's still a part of his game missing at the moment.
I think too raw at the moment still.
Raw and needs that end product. If he can get that, Bergvine's biggest problem is he's not selfish enough in the final third. If he can bring that into his game and use and play off his killer instinct, then I think he can be the mainstay first team player. But at the moment, I would say that him and Moura and maybe Hill are all competing for that spot. So for me, fringe.
I'm happy with that.
Are you happy with that?
I'm happy with that.
All right.
Emerson Royale. This is
I don't know.
One. Yeah, it's an unknown one.
Yeah,
unknown
this
quantity.
is completely unknown quantity.
Unknown quantity, so it's got to be.
How old is he?
He's 22.
Young. So he's young enough to be up and coming. But although he's, quite established, he's already quite established,
He's got to be up and coming because we just don't know much about him. He has to be. It's the only one we can realistically put him in, isn't it?
Or jury's out.
Jury's out, yeah. He's a new signing. Jury's out.
Let's go up and coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go up and coming.
All right, this next one.
I think we need a poll soon. The people want it.
There's only 3 players left. There's only 3 players left. Tanguy and Ndombele.
Oh, here's a good one. All right. This could be jury's out. It could be first team. Could be fringe.
It should be elite. It should be elite.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, it should be if he actually fulfilled his potential. It definitely, it'd be kind of, you could say, in there somewhere in elite. But attitude-wise, his application isn't right.
I think it's got to go into jury's out. For me.
I think the people want the poll. Poll. Oh.
Well, only you can decide that poll.
I'm going to say fringe then, so we can get a poll going.
Fringe or jury's out for Tanguy and Ndombele? You got a poll coming your way right now.
Put all categories. I know.
Should I do all categories?
What do you mean? Oh, I see what you mean. They're asking for...
Oh, whatever. It's done now.
Okay.
Fringe or up and coming for Tanguy and Ndombele? Some people are saying elite. Some people are saying poor. Apparently, Eric Dier has been announced as Player of the Month. Someone just said in the comment section.
What, by Spurs?
I guess so.
Yeah.
All right. The poll should be with you right now, guys. So let me know. Let's see what we got. Well, as soon as we get to 300 votes, we'll close the voting. Right now, Fringe is winning by some way.
Who's got the nicest fringe at the club? It's very sunny.
Brian Hill, probably.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is. It has to be. Oh, fantastic.
242 votes. I think this is a landslide victory for Fringe. 70% against 30%. So I'm just going to go straight away and do Fringe player for Tanguy and Ndombele. It's quite even, isn't it?
I mean, I really want to see him in the first team, but I think just because his application and attitude and everything else means he's just a kind of a squad player, you know.
Dane Scarlett, up and coming, surely.
Yeah.
And Brandon Austin, also third choice goalkeeper, young kid, up and coming.
Yeah.
All right, so that, that is that. Let me just go back onto it. Let's just repeat to you the tiers. Going from the bottom is on poor, you've got Harry Winks and Matt Doherty. On jury's out, you've got Davinson Sanchez, Dele Alli, Eric Dier and Ryan Sessegnon. Up and coming, you've got Brian Hill, Joey Roden, Jaffa Tanganga, Ollie Skip, Emerson Royale, Dane Scarlett and Brandon Austin. In fringe players, you've got Ben Davis, Giovanni Lo Celso, Pierluigi Golini, Stephen Bergvine and Tanguy Ndombele. First team, you've got Cuti Romero, Hugo Lloris, Lucas Moura, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg and Sergio Reguilon. And elite, you've got Harry Kane and Heung-min Son. So there you have it. That is the tier list. Let me know in the comment section below if you think we've got it spot on. If you think we haven't got it spot on, let us know how wrong you think we have got it and put your tier list and comments in the comment section below.